This is the longest we've ever set up a movie watch, isn't it? But
Why? Yeah.
well, life happens.
So much going on.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start off before we watch just a little. I'll get next to you, but you'll hear you better that way. Are you familiar with The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings? Like, if not the books, that world. Do you know what the idea of it is?
Slightly, John.
Okay, so real quick, it takes place in a world called Middle Earth. Not the same as ours because it's set in it was very much like the Middle Ages in terms of technology and architecture and clothes.
Okay.
But it's more fantastical. Like, this was one of the big series to establish, like, you have humans, we're humans, elves, got the pointy ears, and are immortal.
And are immortal.
Immortal.
Okay.
You got dwarves, like Snow White, but more, they're rowdy, they're good warriors, and stuff like that. And they're, other than the Hobbit, they're the main characters in this. And hobbits are about 3 feet tall. Okay. And don't wear shoes because they're naturally furry feet.
They're naturally furry feet.
Their feet have extra hair on them, so they didn't have to wear shoes.
So they wear
and wizards.
Oh yeah, okay.
One of the most important characters in this is called Gandalf the Grey.
Yes, I've heard of that.
A world famous adventurer and wizard. Okay. And he actually comes back for Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings takes place 70 years after this story. And one certain thing in it is kind of the catalyst for everything that happens in Lord of the Rings, but we'll get to that another time. And of course, there are dragons. Big, man-eating, fire-breathing, talking dragons.
You showed me a picture of... Yeah,
Smaug is the big villain of most of this. Though we're not going to see him in this first half. They do a flashback. So I told you this was originally... They made 3 movies out of this one book. And for the Lord of the Rings movies, they did one book for one movie out of each book. And so for this, they added a lot of stuff, and I don't think it worked as well. So we're watching a version that removes most of the stuff that was not originally from the book, trims it down, makes it easier to follow because you've got to keep track of fewer things. Yeah. But the idea here is basically it starts out with the idea is that Bilbo Baggins is our main character, the titular Hobbit.
Does he have sort of baggy pants? What am I thinking about Bilbo Baggins?
It's just his last name.
Okay.
Same last name, but the idea is that he's very. Many of the hobbits that we follow in both series come from a colony called the Shire. It's just beautiful, all these plains and hills. They build their houses into hills. They're very simple, peaceful, farmers, sellers, just nice, kind of timid people, including Bilbo. And Gandalf comes by one day and invites him on an adventure.
But hopefully I can...
Yeah, we'll see. You'll enjoy it either way. It's the effects and imagination... are very up your alley.
Okay.
And there's a lot of good versus evil. That's your favorite thing in blockbusters. And the characters are fun. You'll like the dwarves. The other main character besides Bilbo and Gandalf is the leader of the dwarves called Thorin Oakenshield.
So what a funny name.
One of the scenes we're going to watch explains the last name because dwarves don't usually have last names, they say in this.
Okay.
He earned it because of a certain battle with the main villain. New MGM logo.
Oh my goodness, there's Leo.
Lion, yeah.
The Hobbit. Oh, this is exciting.
Yep.
Something about him I like a lot.
Yeah.
Expression.
He's been in a lot of stuff. His name's Ian Holm.
Okay.
But there's a different actor playing him for the rest of it. Old style maps.
Oh, the Shire, you were telling.
Yep, this is Middle Earth.
For this city lay before the doors.
It is in very pretty cities. And this is a kingdom of dwarves.
Oh my goodness.
King under the mountain, mightiest of the dwarf lords.
Thor the king.
Is that the Lord of
Yeah.
Dwarfs? Or...
Yeah, he was.
Frodo,
Isn't it pretty?
built deep within the mountain itself, the beauty of this fortress city was legend.
And done on computers.
Wealth lay in the earth was unequaled.
They were great blacksmiths.
Fashioning objects of great beauty. Out of diamond, emerald, ruby, and sapphire.
So all sorts of gems.
Ever they go.
It's amazing.
He was a fire drake from the north.
Uh-oh.
But he came to invade and destroy this town and claim it for himself. He killed so many people. So it's now Smaug is greedy. He knows about the gold and wants it for his own.
Oh, wait a second.
The Arkenstone, the most valuable treasure. stomping all these.
Wow.
And that's one of my favorite things. You don't get a good look at him.
What?
You don't get a good look at him. They save it for later.
Okay.
Oh, and he got into the Gold Horde, and they lost the Arkenstone.
Oh my gosh.
That's why Smaug invaded, to claim this treasure and home for his own. Dragons covet gold.
Erebor was lost.
So they all wandered apart, and Thorin, the grandson of the king and heir to the throne someday, has never forgotten. And basically, he's made his life goal. Let's get back there.
Did Thor become so...
Thorin, not Thor.
Okay, Thor.
Like Thorn with an I before the Thorin.
Okay.
He was not king yet, but they explain he is now the heir to it. His dad and granddad, some stuff happened that we'll get to.
Not a nasty, dirty, wet hole full of worms, oozy smells.
$60 years.
Good morning. What do you mean? Do you wish me a good morning, or do you mean that it is a good morning whether I want it or not? Or perhaps you mean to say that you feel good on this particular morning? Or are you simply stating that this is a morning to be good on?
All of them at once, I suppose.
I'm looking for someone to share in an adventure.
Nasty, disturbing, uncomfortable thing. Make you late for dinner.
I'm Gandalf. And Gandalf means... me.
No idea he was still in business.
The motion, go away.
He has no adventure at all.
No, hobbits are timid.
Oh. Ooh. Lock on the door.
Mm-hmm. He does that a couple
He's a
times.
funny guy,
yeah,
isn't he?
yeah, he is.
Cute.
I've seen that actor in a bunch of other things, but I don't think you would have seen him.
You what?
I've seen that actor in a bunch of other things, but I don't think you would have seen. He's in Black Panther. We're gonna get to that Marvel movie eventually.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's not much for adventure, is it?
No,
Oh.
it's a dwarf.
Dwarling. At your service.
Dwarf.
Ah. Bilbo, Baggins, yours. But do we know each other?
No. Which way, laddie? Is it down here?
It is what? Down where?
Supper.
Oh.
He said there'd be food. And lots of it.
He said.
Who's said? Who?
You both have the same question.
Yeah.
Gandalf.
Okay.
Dwarves don't have great table manners.
Did he? Oh, he had
Yeah, he ate Bilbo's
food.
dinner.
He gave him his
Yes,
dinner.
but there's
And he
any
ran.
more.
Help yourself.
That was a smart idea.
Yep.
It's just that I wasn't expecting company.
Uh-oh.
Oh, another company.
That'll be the door.
Another dwarf.
Yep.
Well then, at your service.
Good evening.
Yes, it is. So I think it might rain later. Am I late?
Oh my. Oh. What is that?
Just saying hi.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is,
They got thick
Somebody
skulls.
said hi like that to me.
No.
I'm teasing.
I don't mean to be blunt, but I had to speak my mind. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted. Oh, now fill it up, brother. Don't stand.
They don't care.
Oh, another doorbell ring.
2
Feely.
And Keely.
At your
brothers.
service.
What do you want?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh,
No, there's nobody home. Go away and bother somebody else. There's far too many dwarves in my dining room as it is. If this is some knothead's idea of a joke, I can only say it is a vortex.
oh my God.
Here's the rest of them. They're just clearing out his pantry.
wine.
Sounds like you. Tea
Yeah,
or
a little
red wine.
Yeah.
He's too tall for the hopper. Yeah.
It's got a fruity bouquet.
Fruity.
That's all.
Oh my goodness.
They are feasting.
Poor Bimbo.
They cleared him
Bilbo.
out. No, Bilbo, not Bimbo. And they called him Boggins. Bimbo Boggins. That's. Did you hear when the twins called him? The twins called him Mr. Boggins.
No.
That's what I'm gonna call him from now on. He's not Bilbo Baggins. He's Bimbo Boggins. Thanks, Mimi. That's his hearing aid. The old school cone, like cone.
Oh my gosh.
They have the worst manners.
Oh my gosh, they are a mess.
Excuse me, that is a doily, not a dishcloth.
That is a doily, huh?
It's supposed to be like that, it's crochet. Oh, what a wonderful game it is too.
He thinks he's talking about croquet.
These dwarves, they pillaged the pantry. I'm not even going to tell you what they've done in the bathroom. They've all been destroyed.
Oh.
I don't understand what they're doing in my house. For 100 years old. Can you not do that?
They're good at it. Clean off the plates. And that one doesn't
Send them
care.
down the hall to roll.
They're working as a team. Look at me. Oh, he played a teapot for a flute. But they did it. No, they did it. They gathered all the plates. And that's a song from the book.
Oh, that's funny.
There are a lot of songs in the book. They adapt this and went, oh,
Oh, who's here?
the last dwarf.
Who's here?
Who's here?
Thorin.
Thorin.
Gandalf.
Or what? Gandalf.
It's your weapon of choice.
Well, they have some skill. Conquers. He must.
It's a game you play with like little nuts.
What is Conquerors?
It's a game you play with like little nuts.
Okay.
That's all he does. He's not a fighter. Gandalf told him, no, you do this. This one, like, he told them Bilbo's a burglar.
What a cute movie.
What news from the meeting in Edinburgh?
Oh well, it actually. So you like it so far?
Oh, I love it.
Yep. It gets more serious over time.
Okay.
Both the book was less serious than Lord of the Rings books, and this one gets a little more serious in the book at points because it to make it feel more like it's connected to that. But there's still fun stuff with the dwarf. But later there is
I'm thinking there must be some plot or motive.
Oh, this is the why are they here?
Yeah.
We're
What's
about
the
they're
meaning?
about we're about to find out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Do you remember the stuff we saw at the beginning with the dragon and taking the town, taking their kingdom?
I don't know that.
That was the first scene we
you
watched.
mean the
the backstory, the treasure, the Arkenstone.
Oh, when he's telling about the past
heir,
70 years ago.
heir to the kingdom under the mountain.
Yes.
Yep. So that's what we're about. Oh, no, I remember what I was going to say. Because you said you loved the look of this place. So both this and Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Some of it was on computers and some of it was sets. For a lot of places, especially when they get to wide open fields, they filmed it in New Zealand, which has a lot of natural places. And that's where the director and some of the actors are from.
Okay.
Yeah. His name's Peter Jackson. He started with a bunch of like gory horror comedies that you wouldn't like, but then he did Lord of the Rings. He did a remake of King Kong like a decade ago. That was his favorite movie. That convinced him to get into movie making.
New Zealand's beautiful, isn't it?
I've never been to it, but it's beautiful in these movies, and you see the fields and stuff.
Well, that would be a reference to Smaug the Terrible, chiefest and greatest calamity of our age.
Gandalf will have killed hundreds of dragons in his time.
Oh, well, no.
That's Gandalf,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Good.
Well, how many dragons have you killed? Come on, give us a number.
Ooh.
When we seize this chance to take back Erebor.
He's a good leader.
Oh.
A key into the mountain.
Oh, my golly.
That's why we need a burglar.
A good one, too. An expert, I'd imagine.
And are you?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Am I what?
Am I what?
He said he's an expert.
He didn't hear him right.
Oh.
No. I'm not a burglar.
Aye, the wild is no place for gentle folk who can neither fight nor fend for themselves.
He's right.
What a good actor.
Oh. You don't want to get Gandalf angry.
Oh.
Shall not be liable for injuries inflicted by or sustained as a consequence thereof, including but not limited to lacerations. Evisceration.
Evisceration. Oh dear.
Incineration. Oh, aye, I'll melt the flesh off your bones in the blink of an eye. Flash of light, searing pain, then poof. You're nothing more than a pile of ash.
It knocked the Goblin King's head clean off, and it sailed 100 yards through the air and went down a rabbit hole. And thus the battle was won. And the game of golf invented.
Can you promise that I will come back?
No. And if
It's gonna be dangerous.
you will not be the same.
They have another
So,
song.
John, excuse me, I'm confused about one thing.
Sure. What's
That
that?
key that he has,
Yep.
that's different from that, whatever that jewel was that got lost
Yes.
and went down the hill.
The Arkenstone was
Arkenstone.
when Smaug was taking the treasure, it fell in there. So it's
Yeah.
with him and all the gold, like their precious heirloom, the one that like corrupts their minds with greed. The key, when Thorin's grandfather and father fled, the father at some point later gave the key to Gandalf, saying when the time is right and Thorin tries to go back home, if he uses this and finds a secret entrance, they can take Smaug by surprise. And this is another song from the book they sing about their home. Chimney. That's a beautiful song.
Hello?
They left without him.
Oh my gosh.
And they cleaned up.
Well, wait, where have they gone?
They've started their journey.
They've started the journey without Bilbo.
Yep. He said he didn't want to go.
Oh, he said he didn't want to go, that's right.
He's thinking about it.
Then he has to catch up if he changes his mind. Huh?
Yeah. You got second thoughts.
So wait, is that you got the contract and he's going to run to join?
Yep.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Look at
I've even got as far as Frogmorton once.
that. Beautiful scenery.
Yep. New
Wow.
Zealand.
What did you think?
He bet he would.
My dear fellow, I never doubted you for a second. What on earth is the matter?
I forgot my handkerchief.
Your handkerchief.
Use this.
Piece of his coat.
Move on.
It'll have to do.
Move on.
We're not turning back for a handkerchief.
They're not stopping for a handkerchief for you, Bilbo. Beautiful.
Yep. He gets to see more of Middle Earth.
Thorin has more cause than most to hate orcs.
O-R-C.
Our enemy had got there first.
This is about what happened.
Yeah. The war for the city of Moria. There's the king, his grandfather.
Oh, looks just like him, yeah.
Yep.
By legions of orcs, led by the most vile of all their race, Azog, the Defiler.
Azog of the Fire. This is our main bad guy.
The giant Gundabadog had sworn to wipe out the line of Durin.
The royal bloodline.
Okay.
He began
by beheading the king.
Killed the king, or Thorin's grandfather.
Oh.
Cut his head off.
That's his head?
Yeah.
Stood alone against this terrible foe.
He lost his weapons.
His armor rent, wielding nothing but an oaken branch as a shield.
He made an oaken shield.
Oh my gosh. You get it?
Almost.
Yeah.
Cut off his arm.
Oh.
Yeah, there are a lot of big battle scenes in these movies. And that's how he earned the name Thorin Oakenshield. And they didn't see the Azog die.
Ah.
But now he swore in revenge.
Oh, Johnson.
Yeah.
Gandalf.
Oh, so because Gandalf left.
Here, here's a favor. Take this to the lads. Stop it. We've had plenty.
The plot thickens.
Oh, it's just getting started. There are more characters and stuff and plots later.
Oh my.
We had 16. Now there's...
Remember how Gandalf was saying he thinks something...
Two are gone?
Yeah, remember how Gandalf was saying we shouldn't be here, something wrecked this house?
Daisy and Bungle, miss.
Daisy? Oh.
As our official burglar, we thought you might like to look into it.
Oh, that was our official.
What is it?
Trolls.
Trolls.
Got Myrtle and Mindy.
Took two more.
Yes, you should.
Puh.
Mountain trolls are slow and stupid, and you're so small they'll never see you. It's perfectly safe. We'll be right behind you. If you run into trouble, go twice like a barn owl, once like a barn owl, twice like a barn owl, twice like a barn owl. Are you sure this is a good idea?
Mutton, yes. Mutton to that. These
Oh
ain't
my God.
3 big trolls.
West names. A floater.
He sneezed into the stew.
So wait, they have the horses.
Yeah,
captive.
they're gonna eat him.
What's he doing?
He's gonna try. There's a knife. He can cut the horses free. Blew his nose all over him. He thinks he blew him out.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Are there any more of you little fellas hiding where you shouldn't?
Yes.
Uh-oh. That's Who is that?
It's one of the twins.
Okay.
They said they'd help him. Oh, they threw him out. They gathered the others.
Oh, good. Oh, they are big, ugly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Down your arms. Or we'll whip his off.
Hostage.
Lay it down or we'll rip his arms off.
Following Thorin's lead.
Okay, so they're doing it.
Spitfire. They're
They
gonna
let him go?
No, they're gonna cook them all. See, they got him a Spitfire.
Never mind the seasoning. We ain't got all night. Dawn ain't
my
far away.
goodness.
Let's get a move on. I don't fancy being turned to
If dawn happens and the sun touches them, they'll turn to stone.
Okay.
Then we'll get an idea.
You are making
Stall them.
a terrible mistake.
The secret to cooking dwarf is,
Yes. Come on.
it's,
Tell us the
yeah,
secret.
the secret is to skin them first.
Ooh.
Oh,
Tom, Get me filleting knife.
They think he's betraying them
Why is he doing that?
to stall them. So you got to do this and this and
Stalling.
this.
Okay.
Scott for my sake, boots and all.
Up, Gandalf.
He's got worms in his tubes. In fact, they all have. They're infested with parasites.
Huh?
It's a terrible business. I wouldn't risk it. I really don't.
What would you have us do then? Let them all go?
Well,
You think I don't know what you're up to? This little ferret is taking
Okay.
us for fools.
5 minutes.
Yep.
5 more. Okay.
We'll wrap it up after this part.
Dawn will take you all.
Wait,
Look, look, look.
5 more minutes.
Yeah. Look,
Who's that?
Okay.
Oh dear.
can we eat him too?
it's dawn. The sunlight turned them to stone.
Oh, now, John, I didn't follow that last part. Okay, so wait, he says...
Yeah, he had said
But
earlier.
he's saying something about skin them and all that kind of stuff.
So
like
they were saying like, all right, we'll cook them, and we got. The one of them said, we got to hurry. Dawn's coming. I don't fancy being turned to stone. The trolls in this, if sunlight touches them, turns to some stone, and kills them. Bilbo heard that and kind of stalled them.
Okay.
And then Gandalf snuck around, knocked over a boulder that let the first rays of sunlight in, and there you go.
Okay. Okay, so they're turning to stone?
They already have. There's these dead statues now.
Oh.
See?
Oh my gosh. So they're turned to stone and the rest of the crowd are okay.
Yep.
Oh,
Where
hallelujah.
did you go to, if I may ask? To look ahead.
Look ahead.
I'm going back. Looking behind. Nasty business. Still, you're all in one piece. No thanks to your burglar. He had the nous to play for time.
Yep.
None of the rest of you thought of that.
Good.
They must have come down from the Eton Wars. Since when did mountain trolls venture this far south? Oh, not for an age.
Now they're all turned into stone.
Yeah.
Not since a darker power ruled these lands.
All right, so we're gonna have to wrap it up
Do we
there.
have to wrap it up for a while?
I guess so. It's just about 2, but I'll just say right now, he's talking about the darker power, both that Azog's return has helped this happen, and we're not gonna see it in this version, but Azog was given power by the main villain of Lord of the Rings, a very powerful warlord who's plotting a comeback. So, you like it so far?
Oh, I like it, John, and I'm trying my best. Sit down a minute, Katie girl.
It's 2 o'clock.
I'm trying to understand it.
Oh, dang, I got you.
I mean, there's much more to it than I realized. You know? And it's fun. Yeah, it is fun. Oh gosh. Okay, well,